And we're live. What?
Yay!
I have no idea what's going on. Hey,
Yeah,
folks, what's up? I'm Maddie, aka So Maddie Games, and today is Thursday, and that means it's Arkenholdt University at the Amphitheater, baby. Yeah!
Let's go!
That was awful. I'm sorry about
I
that.
believe we are going.
We
The
go?
train is
Are we
rolling.
live?
We're live.
We're here.
No.
We're living. We're thriving. We're high-fiving.
We're
And
here. We're
we
queer.
are high-fiving the five, the great
That's right.
five, the big five, the five.
Oh, it us.
Wait,
five
Wesley,
alive.
quick. High five. High five with me.
Other way.
Is it?
Y'all
Other way?
totally did it. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
There you
There we go.
Professionals.
Yep. We're pros.
I'm looking at the Zoom because that's real time.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect
I
sense.
mean, that makes sense.
So, anywho, I'll stop talking now and let the folks introduce themselves. And let's go ahead and start with Lauren. Lauren, introduce yourself and your character, please.
Hi, my name is Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. You can find me tonight playing Zilphine, who wants all the spells.
Wants all the spells, indeed. I get it. It's fair. Because spells are nice. We all want spells.
Mm-hmm. And I want all of them. Every single one. Even the ones that I'm never, ever going to cast. I still want them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, you got to catch them all.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Excellent. Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. All
Gotta
right.
cast them all?
Hey.
You got
That leads us to Jess.
Yes.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes. It's me. I'm Jess. I'm freckle sketches everywhere. I'm a resident fantasy cartographer, and tonight I am also Wesley. Wesley Rivera is our friendly artificer, alchemist, tabaxi, one half of Team Science Bro, one whole of the Beholders. Just loves all of you, and he's been very busy, super busy this past month, I think. Yeah. So
Sure.
it's been a time.
Yeah.
Can't wait for y'all to see what Wesley's been up to.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Jess. All right, Jake.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob Blick, Duval King Jacob, wherever you can find me on the internet, co-founder of this little channel called Amphitheater, DM of Duval and Dragons. And as per usual, tonight I'll be playing Mora Hodgerint. He is a Frobogue Blade Singer Wizard, and he's got new robes and new attitude. No, he's the same fluffy, amazing heart dude. The other half of Science Bro Incorporated, and we both use him pronouns.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Jake. Jorge.
It's me, RoboGoblin. You can find me everywhere at TTRP Clips. Everywhere, again. My pronouns are any and all pronouns. And I'll be playing Hugo, the paladin, whose pronouns are he, him. That me.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, my friend. And April.
Hi, hello, hi friends. I am April. You can find me ever as April again, and I'm playing Zola, the killed Jamara barbarian, and I'm just here to rage if you would kindly.
Oh, okay.
Would you kindly rage? I didn't know this was a Bioshock crossover. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I've been real sweet this whole time, but you haven't upset me yet.
Oh no. Oh
Let's
shit.
go.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, April. And well, yeah, that leads back to me. So we had a little interesting time last time, right? You know, we got some presents from the Lich, Professor Litchfield, that is. And you know, he left some presents for everyone to open up when they woke up. It was like Christmas morning, except, you know, there's no Christmas here. It's Bahamut Miss, really. Or Brohamut Miss, if you will.
Rohan, man. Yeah.
So
All the Robroth
yeah.
and the chat.
But they all opened their gifts and they found lots of cool stuff. They're all very excited. And then, you know, they got a visit from a one Lance Brass, who was the sole returner of that group, the protectors of the university, of the multiverse, of the seal. You know, the schools of evolvement and longevity, you know, that's what that means. And he is a little different, you know, we'll say. Certainly, recovering from everything. But he was happy to see everyone. and led them to back to Cardad, so they could get sucked into the tree after paying a compliment. And they went to class and learned from the dean of Cardad, Archie, who was just the loveliest dragonborn cleric of the Phoenix you've ever met. And boy, I was saying, I really loved RPing as Archie.
He's
that,
great.
That was fun for me. So thank you for that, Jorge.
Thank you, Jorge.
Thank you, Jorge.
It's all Maddie.
But of course, before they got there, they had to go out and test out their items, right? Because like Hugo's just like,
Science.
yeah, point it at me. I can't remember what it was, but he was ready for it. Just
Doing strike.
just the bravest of them all, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The Triforce of Chaos. You've got the power and the wisdom and the courage, and Hugo is definitely the courage. And so, but yeah, but they went to Cardad and they learned, essentially, boy oh boy, like I'm losing my brain. The class was called Once More with Heart, and this was about tapping in to your real feelings and gaining power from that. And we learned a lot of the inner workings of our beholders here. We learned a bit about Zilphine that maybe we didn't know before. And that we will certainly dive into very, very soon.
I'm sure it'll never come up again.
No, never.
Nope.
Ever. But, you know, it was a good time. And they went off to lunch with Archie, and it was great.
Best mac and cheese ever.
And then they had an off-screen meeting with the Lich, Professor Litchfield, about Zilphine's glass, and why he couldn't enchant that glass any further. Well, they learned that glass is part of a larger whole, a glass, the stained glass orb that is exactly what they were looking for in the first place. And that was an orb to trap the dragon. So Zilphine's piece and the Lich had a piece, but the rest of it, well, the location's unknown. But Morrow, spending the next 2 weeks doing lots of research, kept coming back to the Calindia Wood. Because there's a part of the Calindia Wood that the dragon nor his minions have ever entered. And maybe that's because they can't. And maybe that's where they might find something. Maybe. I don't know. But, oof. Today's a big day. Today is the final exam at Verse Netiaj, School of Vitality and Strength. School attended by Azola, created by Jacob. A school that is amongst floating islands in the sky, with a waterfall, an infinite waterfall going down. And this is where they learned about metaphysics, where they could essentially use the power of their body to reach out and connect with each other so that they could essentially speak to each other and communicate and emote. And of course, this final exam wouldn't be without one more lesson. So we'll get to that. But we start the morning like we do most mornings, waking up at the home away from home, and it's a relatively quiet morning until Bebop wakes up. And he starts playing music in a not obtrusive, like trying to wake everyone up with horrible sounds and loudness, but trying to wake people up in a very rhythmic, calming manner. But definitely trying to wake people up.
Is it just low bass that is slowly rumbling through the floorboards, and so it's just like?
Well, it's I would say it starts off very melodic and everything like that. But there's definitely that bass line that kind of rumbles throughout that you can feel in your soul. But the high notes, they're beautiful, enchanting. And fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
Breakfast and
Moro
music.
kips up from the bed.
Kick flip.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Oh,
And it's
that's good. I made cinnamon rolls, lots of them.
Okay, good. I was afraid that it was just the good smell and that there weren't actually going to be cinnamon rolls, but I'm glad that they're actually cinnamon rolls because I need like 4. Because these smell amazing.
Oh, yes, I did make like 20. They're huge.
Yes.
But I'm waiting for Wesley to make the coffee.
I mean, that's fair.
At that point, the door to the alchemy room probably slams open. Wesley is covered head to toe in gear, wearing his goggles, and is holding the tiniest vial of some sort of like bright yellow, like glowing-ish powder. And while he has been sleeping in that room, he still looks like he hasn't slept, just with like the manic look in his eyes. He's smiling though as he looks out at everybody, and he looks immediately at Zilphine, who will definitely probably procure what he's going to ask for. He goes, "Do you wineskin of water, something large with water in it, please."
Okay, yeah, sure. And I will grab a pitcher of water, like an actual, like one of those old school glass pitchers
I'll
filled with
grab the
water.
bathtub.
I mean, that's better. I can't.
As soon as
I
you
mean,
did this, I knew it.
yeah. I mean, do you need
The moment
reasonable amount
Azola-
or bathtub amount?
The moment Azola brings up the bathtub, perfect. Yes, that'll be.
As soon as you put the bathtub down, I'm gonna pour my tiny little pitcher into your giant bathtub and be like, "There,
We did it.
we did it! High fives!"
Wesley's gonna unstopper the tiny vial and pour it into the bathtub and like just see. And then he dips a finger in and tastes it and goes, "I think I did it. I think this is it. I think I did it.
What is it?
What is it?
Taste it."
Okay.
I can't taste.
You
That
can't
is awesome.
taste.
No.
You made these awesome cinnamon rolls, but you can't taste.
No.
How do we fix that?
I don't know.
Tell
We
me.
should fix that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Science then.
I imagine that if we can, now that Wesley is like calming down from his recent discovery, it's just,
Yeah.
I imagine that since we can share thoughts, we can probably share the feeling we get when we taste things, which could be similar.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a start.
indeed.
And those of you who tasted it, it tastes exactly like the best lemonade in the world that we can get here.
You make a lemonade hooch.
You make lemonade concentrate? Concentrate. Did you concentrate on concentration?
Concentrate, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
This will
So we
be
can
so
take it with
useful.
us anywhere.
This is amazing, Wesley.
I've made enough, I think, for each of us to have a little bit, but I'm thinking of presenting it to the shop so that they have probably control over its distribution. That way they don't lose business.
So it's a tiny little drop from that vial into a giant bathtub like this, and it makes this much lemonade.
Uh-huh.
What happens if you
That's
drink
a
the whole
lot.
vial?
Oh no.
Well, I
Let's
got
get
quite the
tested out.
stomach ache.
That sounds like a high concentration of acid.
I got a lot of I got a pretty good stomach ache. And,
Citric acid? Are
I think I
Not
needed to
poison? It
absorb-
doesn't sound like poison and not acid. Sounds more like a poison to me.
it's a little bit more like diabetes.
Oh, well,
That's
that
more like a
too.
That's-
disease.
Never
Sure.
mind.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
immune
rough.
to disease. I can take it.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh, okay, but is there any upsides? Like, does it taste like ultimate lemonade, or is it just you get a stomach ache? Because if you just get a stomach ache, then it's not even worth doing all of that.
Oh, the taste is great. Very sour. But
Oh.
it tastes fantastic.
More importantly, Wesley, are you okay? You were in
I'm-
there for a month.
You'd be surprised at how hard it is to distill their lemonade. There's something about it.
I mean, if you say so, then I'm not surprised because I trust you.
Well, that and I was making some other potions. Azola, I managed to make a poison out of your venom. It's pretty
Oh.
That's awesome. Now we can all share. More things to share with our friends.
I mean, I have a back claw. I could put it on my back claw. It's not going to be as useful as your back claw, though, when you do the thing with your... I don't know.
I wouldn't
I could
put
try.
this on, like, Wesley holds the little vial of poison. I wouldn't put this on anything unless we really intend to harm something with it. But I did make it utilizable.
As an aside, I think we should be really careful. Pardon the likely unsolicited advice, but it is final exam day, and we don't want a sugar crash. At least not for a while.
That's right. I did make a whole tub of lemonade.
On top of the 20 cinnamon rolls.
That just means we need to spread out the sugar.
That
A
sounds
constant, slow drip of cinnamon sugar goodness.
So long as you're not following it with protein, the proteins are what make sugar sort of adhere to your inner workings. You wanna...
What if you ate them
Oh.
together? Would they just cancel each other out?
Oh, Hugo, here's an aspirin.
Thank you.
While it tastes delicious,
Also drink water.
it would
Okay.
still be kind of bad for your digestion. I would suggest starches, actually. Starches cut sugar pretty well.
Oh, you know what's a
Rice,
starch?
pasta.
Wait, I don't know what a starch is.
Yes, you do. Mac and
it's what-
cheese.
A cinnamon
All
roll.
Mac
the-
and cheese. Is a cinnamon roll a starch? I'm gonna
Yeah.
just eat a
It
cinnamon.
is.
Kinda, yeah,
Also-
yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna eat this.
Potatoes.
Where did-
you can-
Damn it, April.
Man, you already got halfway through that cinnamon roll. I'm so impressed.
Oh god.
I got a big bill. I got a big bill.
Also,
You're the goddamn best, I swear to God.
who's having lots of sugar and then like eating a burger? That sounds like
Uh,
protein and sugar. That sounds real
Uh,
weird.
It's like a milkshake and
That
a
sounds
hamburger.
awesome.
Actually,
It's
It
like,
is a milkshake and a hamburger.
it's like
That does
chocolate
sound
dipped
nice.
bacon.
Oh, is that
what's
That's it.
that?
that's it?
Chocolate dipped bacon?
I don't think
It
I've
sounds
ever had that.
self-explanatory, but explain it anyway because it sounds awesome.
You take really nice cuts of pork,
Mhm.
thin,
Mm.
fry it up,
Oh,
dip it in chocolate, throw
yeah.
some salt on there. It's
Okay.
delicious.
Oh,
Uh,
You're making me
I would
hungry.
like one of those chocolate
Oh, wait.
bacons.
That reminds me.
I
That does sound
can
good.
make that happen.
What is
You can make that happen?
Pork is pretty easy to find.
Wesley, you are amazing.
Thank you, Hugo. I'm glad to have this experiment off my chest so I can relax for a few days. But, well, final exam day. Well, at least
You
I've
need
been
some
studying.
rest
No, I'm
before-
great.
I wonder if I could take a shower with lemonade.
If you could what?
Take a shower in the lemonade.
We could at least take a bath.
Do you like flies and bees, Hugo?
Yes.
You will attract many with a kind of shower like that.
Oh.
Your feathers might be sticky though.
Oh.
And you might not be able to fly.
You have that thing where you could make them not be sticky no more.
Oh.
Like when
We
you
can
make all the
fix
water
that.
go away.
Yeah.
What is... Out of game. What?
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Oh.
Because Azola always sleeps in the bathtub, so there's always just puddles.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
get
just-
it.
You've all gotten so used to
What the
Zilphine
fuck?
just like
Ah! Wesley,
Goodbye,
come back!
camera.
Don't go back in the room.
Don't go back
sorry,
in the room.
I prestidigitated Wesley. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm here, I promise. My camera just hates me.
It's all good.
Camera. Yeah, you've all just gotten so
Camera.
used to me just constantly prestidigitating any kind of mess
Makes-
just
yeah,
immediately.
same.
And
Yeah.
just Azola's mess.
God.
That Azola just assumes that
Before that
everybody has
existed.
prestidigitation.
I mean, that's totally fair. 'cause
Azola just assumes the
a few
house
of us
has
have it.
prestidigitation.
Between myself, Zilphine, and oh my God, what's his fucking name? What is the
Wesley?
robot's name?
Oh,
No,
DJ Bebop.
Bebop?
Bebop. I don't know why I just blanked on Bebop. Because
Fucking
Bebop probably
robot.
has it too.
No, Bebop doesn't have it.
Oh, never mind.
Apparently,
In that
I
case,
thought he did.
It's just you and me, Morrow, prestidigitating the world.
Oh no, he's got
One
mending. He
bottle
mends
at a time.
things.
balance as all things.
While Wesley gets ready. So today's exam days, right? Today's the
Yes.
end.
The final exam. It happened so fast.
I didn't study anything.
Oh no.
Did you?
I mean, I kind of did. I spent a lot of time in the pool and in the lake, and then getting lemonade and the cafeteria. I don't. And I think during this conversation, Azola's holding on to the axe and kind of shaking it a little, and some stuff falls off it, and I'm gonna cast Augury.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I agree.
Augury.
I love that.
How to say the word?
Yay.
That's the one I can cast.
Augury,
confidence.
Ohio.
The confidence.
Sorry.
Are you wearing?
Listen, if that's how you're gonna say it, then that's how I'm gonna say it because it's your
Dude, that
spell.
sounds awesome.
She gonna cast Augury to find out how the day's gonna be.
Oh, wow.
And because she doesn't really know how to divine, and this axe has been passed down by family member from her tribe. Just it's full of old things. Like there's old bones and old gems, and I think if Zelphine or Wesley ever like really took the time to like dig into the pieces, or ever like focused on like everything here's magic, so we don't like anything
Yeah.
glows. You'll see like old bits, nothing powerful, and I think those are some of the bits that fall off that cast the spell, because Yona has also been just hanging out in this axe.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's like your axe is like a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
Be amazed the things you could keep in there
Gotta
if you
fit a
little peat
kobold in
moss.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that you probably get both weal and woe.
What?
That doesn't help.
That's like a maybe.
You know what?
You get all the results.
It's better than just bad, right?
That's
like
true.
this means
Good
this
old
means
50%.
exactly.
Oh, my axe is falling apart. This could be a good or bad day. Shove the pieces back in. Save it back up.
Well, with that knowledge though, perhaps we can impact that.
I think it means it's up to us to decide.
It's
I
up to us
think
to be
that's another-
awesome.
Interpretation, certainly.
But we're always awesome.
We're crafting our own destiny.
Yes.
That's a more
I
epic
like
way of
that.
saying it. That yeah.
Yes.
I had to use like double the words to say the same thing. Amazing.
I did learn something. You want to see?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
Oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever done seen.
I can actually now, you can actually not see me. It's I
Where'd
go
you go?
ghost.
Oh no, I can't see it.
I don't
Can you
know
see
why.
it?
I imagine like Hugo just like farted and disappeared. Just,
I thought he was gonna poop.
and just
Oh,
immediately
he
gone.
taps
Legitimately.
his helmet twice,
Okay.
and he turns into a ghost.
Even better.
Are you okay?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I am. Why?
spooky.
Do I
Think we
not
can
look
hear you?
okay? Okay.
I don't know. It's a different form for sure.
Ah, okay.
Do you
I
like
get
it?
I like it.
Well, that's all that
Well,
matters.
In that case, great.
Okay.
It
Okay.
could be real
I just
useful
think-
later.
I just think it'll take me something to get used to. Kind of like these new robes, you know?
You want me to put something on me so you can see me when I'm a ghost?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I think there is a strategic value
Okay.
to it. Like when I turn invisible when I'm scared.
Oh. Is that like what you do? Oh.
Sort of.
Now we can be Invisibuddies.
So we're flying buddies and invisibuddies.
Oh yeah.
You'll get
I
into
wonder
an
if we could do both.
Invisalign.
And I turn back and I tap that. Oh. Hello.
Oh no, not
Oh no,
another
what did I
camera.
do? No.
No, cameras, why?
Raw. It's a camera night, yo.
Shit.
Don't worry, Hugo. It's a new power, and so it's just going to take a little bit for you to be able to get back and forth smoothly and
Yeah.
cleanly. But it's real cool.
Okay.
This is why we
not
science.
a trend I intended on starting.
What the hell did I do? I don't know what. See, this is what happens when I. Oh.
And now you're your
Now
filter.
you're the moon.
Wait.
And now we're playing with Jorah's mask.
Oh, there it is.
Hey!
What a journey.
Ghosts, full moons. It was the Black Dice Society for a moment. I'm like, oh,
Dude,
jeez.
right?
Here we go.
So, anyone that partakes in the cinnamon rolls
Oh, heck yeah.
partakes in a hero's feast.
Ooh.
And I just rolled 2d10 and got 19.
Yay.
So everyone's hit point maximums go up 19 points for the next 24 hours.
This gets me to 99. I'm so
close.
happy.
You're
I'm so
also you're cured of any diseases and poisons you may have been inflicted with, which nobody was really. You become
Or
immune to poison and being frightened, and make all wisdom saving throws with advantage
For
Mewtwo.
the
Show
day?
enough.
for the next 24 hours. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to exam.
Bebop
I know,
cast
right?
Hero's Feast.
Oops.
And
Love that.
So, yeah.
Immune
That
to
was-
poison, immune to
Being
being
frightened.
frightened, and what was the other thing?
Wisdom
we're
saving
going-
throws at advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to need these cinnamon rolls
cool.
for a while, though.
Thank you, Bebop. That was very nice of you, and they tasted
Yes.
great.
My pleasure. It's
My mother would be jealous of these cinnamon rolls.
it's the magic that makes them tasty, because I really don't know what makes them tasty.
I think you make them tasty. It's even more impressive because you can't taste. Once you can taste, imagine how magical these really will be. We got to get you to be able to taste. You deserve to be able to taste your own joy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hmm. I'll
But
have to talk to the dean.
We'll get you a. I stopped for a moment as I'm trying to figure out how to say this without being creepy, and then Zilphine decides, nope, we're just gonna say it.
That's-
We're gonna have
Yep.
to get you a tongue that you can install.
yeah, that logically makes sense.
Could probably consider that.
Magical tongue.
I mean, or a donated tongue.
I was about to ask it, like, do we need to go find a tongue? Like, do we need to go find a tongue? Could it be any tongue, or does it have to be a specific tongue? Like, what is the best Like when we go, can we like bring back the dragon's tongue and give that to Bebop? Would that work?
Ooh, I mean,
What?
but that's a really large creature and that's a really big tongue.
You just,
So
just the
Well, we'd be
just the tip of it.
so-
You just, that's all you really need.
Is that,
Wow, we are on fire.
I'm
Night,
dead.
mate.
I'm dead. April, you have inspiration. Oh my god.
Absolutely.
Oh.
That really needs to go to Laura. Laura set me up for that one.
no, you went for it. I set
did.
you up. You knocked it out the park.
Home run.
Maybe if we get a dragon tongue, then we can just like cut it up into a bunch of little tongues, and now there's tongues for everybody.
We could give all the robots tongues.
maybe we can shop for it. Is there like a plane of tongues that we can go to?
I don't
and
want
get-
to. Okay,
Don't believe that we should
I
go
draw
there.
the line there. We ain't that good of friends. I draw the line at that plane. I'm sorry.
We found it. It was right here.
It's right next to the plane of ice cream and milkshakes, and they're so upset because the two would love to visit each other.
Yep. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck is this show?
I'm broken.
What is even happening?
I don't
I
know.
don't
Wesley
fucking
was
know.
starting a design for Bebop's tongue, and then immediately everybody started talking about taking other people's tongues, and Wesley just kind of goes, "What the fuck?"
Just a dragon, not other people's.
This is
And-
what
and-
happens.
Yeah.
Well, and it's magical, so
Hold
I
on,
feel like
Hugo
a magic
mentioned tongue shopping, so like,
Yeah.
If it's a tongue for sale, then that is,
I don't know if I want to buy a tongue from someone who's just selling tongues. I feel like that's a little weird.
No, now you're getting a
butcher
now you-
would, because it cows.
you're getting a tongue with consent.
I mean, unless it's lingua, then that's okay. You know, like.
Isn't there a monster that is all tongues?
the ethical.
And now there
procurement
is.
of tongues.
The giver and mouther thing.
Oh, that's a whole bunch of mouths and eyes.
Oh, that's mouth.
Right.
I mean, you're not
could
wrong.
Be in there too.
It's technically it's a yeah.
Mm.
Do owls got tongues? Do owls?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
They
Because
do?
how many licks does it take to get a Tootsie Roll Pop?
That's
But
right.
that's
That's a story about an owl in my village.
Oh, I love that
Oh
story.
my
Legendary hero
God.
Tootsie Puff.
And we're back.
It was an owl with a tongue. Had
The
to,
smartest owl with the little glasses knew when to just stop and bite into a Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll.
Oh, they do. It's so
Mhm.
cute.
no one knew how to eat until he came around.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Anyway, exams, right?
As a matter of fact, Mora was like, so while we're brainstorming that, speaking of brainstorming, does anyone need to do a last minute cram session? I'm happy to help.
I would like to, yeah.
What are we cramming?
What are we cramming?
If,
I don't
I mean, do we need to, anyone feel like they need to do a last minute, like, study thing before we go?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
it, like, do we get like
What
a
do we
study,
study?
packet? Like, any idea what's on this test?
It's a physical test.
Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
so
then
like
no.
sparring.
But
No.
everyone needs to stretch. Everyone stretch.
Okay.
Oh, I've already done my
Bebop's
yoga.
arms start to extend all around the apartment and stuff. And they snake around and zip.
I'm gonna do my best to
Girl.
follow along, but you can tell that Zilphine is just like not really
Warrior 1.
physically
It also
capable.
does it
capable.
help that the leader of the stretches doesn't have a lot of platypi don't have a lot of range of motion when it comes to Zelphine has much longer limbs to stretch out.
I bet that like Mora would have led a yoga session by now if you folks were interested. Just
Oh, that'd be cool.
throw that
Yeah.
out there.
Wesley would be following
100%
that.
would have done that,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is a
so we can-
reminder to everyone in chat to stretch.
Downward cat.
And get water.
Or lemonade.
Or
Or
lemonade.
lemonade.
Oh,
Dunk
Well, there
yourself
we
in
go.
a
We have
bathtub
stretched.
full of lemonade today.
We've stretched, we've hydrated. I mean, we're perfect. Let's go.
Yes.
Spells prepared?
Alas.
Oh yeah.
All
let's
right.
go.
Alas, what?
Sure.
Alas.
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 Okay.
Alas.
And Bebop opens the front door and heads downstairs.
We go.
Okay.
I follow, yeah.
All right.
Is there normally stairs out our front door?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
as
guess
you,
I've never pictured that in my head before.
We
And-
live on a hill.
as you go
Ah.
downstairs, you see Bebop has transformed into a like, it looks like that Star Wars like little land speeder in like the first movie, the little brown one, right? It's kind of flat and it hovers and everything like that. And there's like seats for 5, and he's just got his face like right on the front. He's like, all aboard.
Okay.
And zooms off towards the Verse Netiaj College of Vitality and Strength. And unlike the land speeder, it doesn't stay super low to the ground. It takes off. And flies.
Maddie, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
What?
While we're flying above the school, can Wesley do a check to see if he recognizes anybody familiar? Since we don't usually see so many of our classmates. But he's specifically looking for someone he's been seeing around campus a lot.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Okay. Just while we're flying around, since this will be a good vantage point.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I'm so bad at perception. Whee!
Sorry.
Natural 1.
Huh.
Yay.
Yeah.
Strong 2.
So you're looking around. You're not really seeing much.
We're going real fast.
Though, out the corner of your eye, you swore you just saw her again. But no, not there.
After maybe vaguely seeing her from out of the corner of his eye again, he's probably going to then get distracted by flying and just tense up on the back of Bebop.
Do any of us notice this moment of
He's not hiding it.
I would say anyone with a passive perception of 12
That just beats mine by 1.
definitely picked up on.
Oh
that.
no, science bros are not perceptive.
Which is,
Tracks.
wisdom is a +1. Yeah.
Tracks.
But we smart. We wicked smart, ma'am.
So wicked smart.
Bebop stops. Wesley, what's wrong?
I keep thinking I'm seeing, of all people, my sister here.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Really?
Not cool. Yes, cool.
but you think you see her, but you haven't seen her?
Every time I look in what I believe is her direction, it's not her, it's someone else. And I'm not sure what to make of that.
Does your sister go to the school?
No. At least not last she told me, but my family could only afford to send one of us, and she expressed that she didn't want to go. She had other interests.
Oh.
Do you think she's here to see you?
I'm surprised she hasn't found me by now. We're not exactly the most hard to pick out.
What do they look like?
There aren't a lot of tabaxis here.
Like me, all white though.
What's her name?
Sawyer.
Huh.
Do you want me to try to say hi?
You can sure give it a
All
shot.
the way up here?
Yeah, watch this. Wait, hold on. You said Tabaxi, looks like you, Sawyer, any other like distinguishing features? Things?
She's taller than me. Very. She's smart in her own right. Less of a how do I put this?
As bluntly as possible.
Let me see. Let me pull that back up. She's pretty smart. She knows her books pretty well. She was the one who kept track of finances at the family shop. So she's very well mathematically inclined.
Oh,
She
I love math.
glasses, pink nose, very, very bright eyes, one green, one blue.
Oh.
Well, that's good to know. If you had a chance to say anything to her in, say, 25 words or less, what would you tell her?
I'm not sure what you're doing here, but I would be very excited to see you.
Awesome! I'm gonna cast sending. I'm gonna send to Sawyer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I'm Zilphine, friend of Wesley. He thinks he keeps seeing you. He would love to see you. What you doing?
Where you at?
Where you
Where you at,
at?
though?
What you doing?
Send me your GPS coordinates.
And after a few moments, in your head, Zilphine, you hear, what? Okay. Tell Wesley everything's fine here at home, but I'm okay, and I miss him. Hi, Zilphine. This is super weird.
I will, through our mental connection, basically just copy and paste that message in your sister's voice, and then say, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're very smart. They figured out how weird this is. I don't usually send to people that I don't know, but it's fun. I should do it more. Do you want me to send another sending? I don't know. I don't know if they need anything else.
No, from the gist of it, sounds like she's not here. So who's playing tricks?
Huh. Do you really want to know?
I'd be very interested.
Okay. Let me cast something. I think I can probably locate any tabaxi nearby.
Ooh.
Not including you, obviously.
Sure.
That might be a good start.
We're going on a tabaxi hunt.
Wait. We just flew by one, not long ago.
The second one or the same one?
I don't really know.
Oh, well, Wesley, you said that you just saw them. So if we just flew over them just like a second ago, that might be the one that you saw.
Mayhaps.
And Bebop turns around.
What?
Admittedly, I don't spend a lot of time around my people, so I wouldn't. I'm arguably one of the worst people at telling us apart.
Can we all look over the edge and look?
Yeah, and so he starts flying back down closer to the ground, and see him kind of zooming around, and then kind of the same direction you came from. And he's like, wait, there, white tabaxi. And
Do we see him?
flies up and standing with a few different people like in a little group huddle, like kind of like a just talking before class and stuff like that. You see a pretty, I would say, young looking, but not that young looking. Maybe a little older for the majority of the students here at this school. But they're a white tabaxi. Looks a lot like your sister.
Hello!
Wesley's gonna jump off of Bebop and approach slowly, kind of cautiously.
And the tabaxi looks at you, Wesley, and smiles.
I'm sorry. My name is Wesley. Have we met?
Yes, dear, a long time ago.
More than a year ago, for sure. I can't. I apologize. I can't say I remember you.
No. You wouldn't, would you? Gosh, look at you now. I really didn't want this to be like this.
I can't say I understand.
No. No, you wouldn't. Honey. And she just kind of reaches up a hand a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. You can be fine. And she kind of clutches her fist and just kind of just melts into the ground. And you hear this like kind of like a laugh, a bit of a cackle. Oh, my precious son. Oh, I've missed you. I found you.
What's the vibe Wesley's getting off of this? Is this like, is he feeling like this is somebody with ill intent? Some sort of tricky sort of person?
Wesley is what's Wesley's like insight?
Not very good, just a +1.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's not great at reading people. But this person does look a lot like your sister. And there's something about that voice that is recognizable. But it's not a voice he's heard in a long time. But intent or the feelings and stuff, like, that's not really Wesley's strong suit. But scientifically, could definitely be your mom. Technically. But that's not really possible, right?
That's exactly what Wesley's thinking. That there's no way that's possible.
Yeah. That's exactly where his mind frame would be. It's just like, I mean, technically, maybe, but I don't know.
What's the vibe we get off of the other people who were in the group that this person was talking to?
They aren't even paying attention. They're still just talking to each other in this little huddle. Like they didn't even notice the person there with them.
Well, we did.
Yeah.
Wesley, in your head, you hear, "Are you okay?"
With this encounter, Wesley definitely forgot that there were other people around. And Morrow brings him back, and he turns and out loud to everybody he says, I could be projecting. I was incredibly young when it happened, but I think that was the ghost of my mother.
Oh.
Ghost?
According to my adoptive moms, she died pretty soon after I was born. Died or disappeared. We were left on a doorstep, my siblings and I.
Oh.
Or maybe, like, melded into the ground and went somewhere else?
From what was described by our mothers, Sawyer did look incredibly like her, and they sort of saw her eyeing up the house for a while. Mom wasn't in the best of situations, and was always pretty ill when she was seen, mentally, physically. Likely succumbed to that shortly after our birth, and nobody's ever seen or heard from her again. I've not sought it out because, well, I come from a very loving home. There's no mystery there. My mom loved us enough to find us a good home, and that's what we had. But for her to show up here is interesting. If it is indeed her, we've seen ghosts enough to see her alone. There's no reason not to believe it, but I'm admittedly very confused.
I'm gonna look at Morrow and then back at Wesley and then back at Morrow and then back at Wesley and say, we've also been tricked by ghosts before, or specters or shades or illusions or things.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not. Like, I trust you. You would know more than anybody, but
Sure.
Why would they be here and then just leave like that?
I'm not unopposed to the idea that it is a trick.
But why here?
Where I am, I just had an idea. I'm sorry, Zilphine.
Yeah.
Could you reach back out to Sawyer and ask explicitly if she's seen anything weird, a sort of mirror of herself around the house? Because if the ghost of our mother is seeking us out, they'd probably be seeking all of us. So if perhaps not Sawyer, then maybe my brother. Ask if they've seen anything weird.
You know, let me do one better. And I'm gonna walk on over and hold out a hand. You mind? Can I grab your arm or something? You're really tall.
Sure, yeah. Wesley's gonna squat down.
And when I've got a hold of his arm, I want to cast sending, but I want to use the connection that we have, the mental connection, to let Wesley essentially make the call. I want to pay the 25 cents and hand over.
Wesley had a building. It's a boy.
Wesley's calling collect.
No, I'll pay for it. It'll be fine. But yeah, I want to essentially cast the spell, but then use our group mental connection to let Wesley actually say what's going on in the sending, which feels like it's the right thing to do, but also it'll make things a lot easier.
Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's a good use of the metaphysics. I'm here for it.
All right, Wesley, I'm gonna say a few words in Draconic, and then I'm gonna do a thing with my ear, and then you're gonna be on the line, and so you get 25 words. I don't know why it's only 25. I have to figure that out, but you only get 25. It's gonna go straight to your sister, And here we go.
Sawyer, it's Wesley. I've just seen something weird. Have you seen images of yourself, or perhaps Mother as Max?
Wesley, hi. This is so weird. Mother? No. Is she dead? Like, no, we haven't seen any ghosts or anything. What's going on? Are you okay? I'm worried.
I don't want to expend all of your spell slots, Zilphine.
Too late. And Zilphine will just cast it, but you'll get the distinct impression that if I hadn't been in the middle of casting it, the other thing that Zilphine would have said is like, this is way more important than any test. We're gonna pass that test anyway. Go.
I'm well, relatively. I believe I've seen a ghost. I really don't know what's going on. She said she missed me. We spoke briefly.
Okay. Again, this is really weird. I wish you were here. I don't know how to... I don't know what we're... Okay, if you're okay, that's okay. Just... come home soon. This is weird.
Very mathematically wrong. It would be weird, yes. Okay.
So what's up? You want us to look for your sister? I mean, your mom?
Well, Sawyer's asked me to go home. I'm not sure I can right now. As important as this is, I'm at a loss here. We have this test, but I'd like to speak to somebody about what we're seeing here. Maybe one of our teachers has insight.
Who's the teacher that we're going to take the test with? Maybe we can what's the word? Kill 2 dragons with 1 stone?
Yeah.
Sure. That'll be efficient.
And if not, and you want to go track down your mom, or you want to go talk to your sister, then that's what we'll do. Test can wait, right?
I don't know. But I think family is more important.
It'll
I'm
work out.
guessing.
Considering,
I don't know.
Considering we missed an appointment to go see about my situation.
And it was all right?
Yeah.
Everybody understood because it was important.
He kind of smiles weakly. And besides, you did mention that we would meet them sometime.
That's true. Well, so long as the portal's still open, we can just go to the apothecary and at least check in. So
Did you
I
want
got
to do that,
here.
or did you want to try to track down your mom?
I'm not sure I could. She sort of melted into the floor.
Yeah. But we got like a really good look at her. Hey, DJ Bebop.
Yeah.
You got a really good look at Ghost Mom, right?
Oh, toads.
Do you think you could do the find people thing, except find ghosty mom thing?
Hmm. I can try. I think I have another spell slot. Yep.
And if we find a location, and if the portal isn't available, with enough information, I could try to teleport us there.
Oh, actually, I'm still concentrating.
Oh.
I
That's
don't-
even better.
So we have a few backup plans.
Except I don't sense her.
Okay.
Oh, she did turn into a ghost. Is a ghost still a tabaxi?
Well, did she turn into a ghost or a puddle of goo?
Yes.
Go.
A ghostly puddle goo. A
Yes.
ghost.
A goose.
Goose.
Is there any
Who go
refuse or refuse or evidence left behind at all in the grass or what?
Roll investigation.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I know you are. But what am I?
I rolled a 1, but I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh, so you crit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I
Inspiration is an
forgot.
automatic crit.
So that would
Hey!
be because it's my science bro, so absolutely happening. It's a 30.
Okay. So as you look to where this person was standing and kind of like melted down into nothing, whatever was there is no longer. There's no real evidence, though. As you look at the ground where they were standing, there's definitely some kind of the closest amalgamation I can come up with is like ectoplasm, like residue left on the ground,
Jacob has a hypothesis.
But
Jacob has a very big hypothesis.
Well,
kind of-
maybe Moro has a hypothesis then.
With a 30.
Is there a
maybe.
smell emanating from it?
Not really. Honestly, if anything, it smells like burnt cat hair.
That's
Ew.
ironic.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Anyone who's smelled that smell knows.
Could this mean that also that the dragon is trying to mess with us by putting persons that we loved, like in the past, and now they're trying to put this? Can that happen?
It's possible.
Unfortunately.
I would like to see my parents again.
But like this?
I don't know.
Mm.
Can I cast Divine Sense?
Okay.
Good call. Oh.
What is it? You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. I mean, and it's within 60 feet?
60 feet.
Okay. No, you really don't sense anything. Except for Professor Litchfield, who might be walking by.
Hi, Professor.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Oh, wait, Professor. We got a question.
Oh, what?
Come on. Come on,
Come on,
please.
old Litchy. You know you want to help us.
Oh, what?
And especially because you are you undead?
I am undead.
Okay. We have a ghost problem.
Oh.
Mm.
Wesley. Wesley.
What is going on here?
Yeah. Yes. I believe I may have seen the ghost of my mother here.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. I don't know what to do with that information.
I don't know either. That's where I'm stuck.
Oh.
We're trying to figure out, do we follow the ghost? Do we go talk to Wesley's family? Or do we go do an exam? Because one of these things is not like the other, and one of them can wait. And I mean the exam. The exam can wait. The exam can totally can wait. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you for
absolutely.
clarifying. Yes.
The exam is the one that can wait, right? I see.
Well,
how
yeah,
much
I
you
mean, if we
care
don't-
about school.
We
Yeah.
totally care about school, but like if we don't
No.
all show up to the exam, it can be rescheduled. But can you reschedule finding a ghost?
So you've all been in accelerated programs for the last month, so you can graduate months early. And what? You can just wait.
To be
One more
the
day?
saviors of the multiverse, right?
Yes.
Can we be the saviors of the multiverse, Professor Litchfield, if one of us is hurting? And can you anticipate and expect our performance to be at the maximum that you expect without this situation being resolved?
Well, wouldn't that be the greatest test of them all?
And Moro takes like a small like knife and like takes like the little like I think ectoplasm like thing that you mentioned, Maddie,
Uh-huh.
and sort of holds it up as it like sits on the end of the knife. Wesley, do you have a vial?
Of course. Pulls an empty one.
And then
What's a quick label of it? Mom? ?
Mom?
Huh.
I just thought of something else that I think is also really important.
Hmm.
Hmm?
We may, if we continue on the path that we are on, we may have to deal with conflicts that are both personal as well as large as a multiversal impact. And we're going to have to choose.
That's why I'm saying that we put off the exam, because the exam can be moved. It could just, we just shove it off till tomorrow, right? Everything else is kind of on a, I mean, I guess it's on a time scale, time frame. The
And all
trail will
this-
go cold. Isn't that what they do with investigators? The investigators, when you're like looking at things, you're trying to figure out things and trying to figure out what's going on, they could say, the trail goes cold.
Like really
I
cold?
don't have the right answer. I don't think we certainly need to do some digging here.
Right.
But does it make more sense to go and visit Wesley's family, or does it make more sense, points at the vial, to research that?
Well, if you're experiencing this ghost here, then I would concentrate here.
It also escalates to a school problem, yes?
Yes. But let me talk to the bird brain. I'll
The
put
bird
him off
brain?
for a day.
What?
Bird brain?
No, help
The
me.
dean of First Netiaj. I can't remember his name. God. Monk.
Orlando. Nope. No.
is that Professor Litchfield or Maddie?
Both.
That's my school.
I can tell you. I can tell you if you
Bugsy.
need
I
me
know
to.
you can tell me. You're Morrow. You know everything.
Jacob, less so. But he did make him.
I'd have to
Up to
look
you.
it up,
All good.
but I know.
The end.
It's You want me to tell you?
Yeah, just say it. Jesus.
Okay. I thought you were kidding. Kalamash.
That's it. Kalamash. I'll talk
Oh.
to him. I'll set him straight. You guys do what you need to do. Do you need to use my lab?
Yes.
You have a lab?
Of course I have a lab. I'm a
Still
lich.
Talk to them.
I mean, I make no assumptions about liches. I should learn more. I mean, how do you learn how to become a lich?
No.
I'll teach you everything.
Wesley just goes, nope. Red card.
I want to become a lich.
No.
Right?
Good. I'll teach you
No.
everything.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd be really comfortable with undead Hugo and undead Zolfine and undead Isola.
I mean, Professor Lich is cool, right?
I think Hugo's already reaching to the undead as it is.
There is always exceptions to a rule.
Certainly.
Well, either way, this is something to do later after mom and exam is become a lich. I'll
Okay.
just add that to my mental list of like, save multiverse, find mom, do the exam, probably in a different order, become a lich.
Right. Yes.
We'll have
That's
a long discussion
another thing
about
that can-
what that includes.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to learn. Because it seems really cool. I mean, we totally just like destroyed you and then you came back. That was super cool.
That would be
Yes,
cool.
wasn't it?
Oops, all liches.
Anyway, this is the later thing. So, mom.
Yeah.
Okay, lab to find mom, right? That's what we're doing right now.
Sure.
Where's your lab, Professor Litchfield?
At the College of Collaboration.
At the College of Wait, that's my college.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Wesley?
not a mistake that your magic item turned you into a ghost. No. And he just walks away.
See?
Yes.
Hmm.
I can be more than a ghost. I can actually be a real ghost.
Ooh.
I like that. Okay. Okay, Mom. Bebop, take us to.
The school
Oh, wait. The school of
collaboration.
Collaboration.
All right. And yeah,
Please.
he floats up and waits for everyone to get back on and zooms off. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Oh, man. Oh, geez.
Maddie, please go forth and have giant battle to show your prowess. Us. Hey, look, it's mom.
I
knew this was going
did
to
this
happen.
to myself.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he knew this was going to happen.
I knew what I was doing.
Though I really
Yes.
do want to read Kalamash. Selfishly, I
And I
want to read Kalamash. I want to read
Still
Kalamash so bad.
spent hours setting up this battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
But-
We're doing it one way or
I
another.
knew
Oh,
it.
yeah,
I knew what I
yeah.
was doing.
yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you're gonna fight all the things.
Yeah. I want to.
I did too.
Anyway, so we'll be back in 15
For a sec.
and for break season things, and then we'll wrap up this little bow in a knot and stuff, so that we can be out of here early enough for our friend Jorge to go Magic the Gathering and stuff. So stick around, stretch, love yourselves, and
Everybody.
just don't love yourself. Okay? All right. Bye.
See you in a sec.
Bye.
Like, that is so sad.
Okay, we're back.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Maddie's discovered we just need to go live
yeah,
because
we're gonna
otherwise
talk
we'll
the
just
whole
keep
time.
talking, or at least
Hi.
I will.
Kinda.
Hi, that's me. I'm also part of the problem.
You
It's always
are-
good conversation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Aw,
it's
thank
always
you.
good conversation.
It's always good
Um,
conversing with
let's-
all of you.
And
Yes.
and yeah.
Oh, butts.
Thank you.
Got him.
Thank you. Thank you. So we return to Arkenholdt University for our big battle. No, we don't. No, we don't. No.
We do,
are
it's just happening
detouring to
Little bit.
the college collaboration again. Why not? It's a great school, you know. And we're gonna go use the Litchfield's lab to see if we can hunt down whatever this is that is haunting Wesley. So yeah. And well, we all know the drill. Very nondescript on the outside. You get inside, it's like all sorts of different rooms and stuff. It's very cool. But you definitely know which lab is O'Lichie's, because it is the creepiest room in all of the school.
So do you have to go with the lich aesthetic when you become a lich? Or are there like glamorous liches? Are there like earth tone liches? Are there like, or do you have to do the whole black and gray and undead thing?
I think there's actually like a store that you can go to just put on like lich clothes and stuff.
Oh, like Hot
Bed
Topic?
Bath and Beyond liches?
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, we're here for Wesley.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes, Wesley, who brought up Lionel Richie. Okay, so you know,
Damn, just straight up called her out. Blam!
Mm-hmm.
Got him.
it's so
Yuck,
good.
yuck, yuck.
Lionel
It's so
Richie.
good.
It's
So-
excellent. It was
That I
absolutely
mean,
excellent.
if you're dancing on the ceiling, you want to be a lich. I'm just saying.
I think you have to be a lich.
Yeah. Oh, what a feeling. So, we're in old Lich's
Jacob,
lab.
you allowed this on your channel. Why did
Uh,
you do this to yourself?
You did. Sucker.
Fucking got him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anywho, oh hi kitty cat. Okay.
kitty.
So
And before bite.
and hey, there's a pepper.
Hi.
There's Peps. Okay. Anywho. So what are we doing, folks?
Okay. So all we need to do is to find out where this ghost person comes from, right? And
Well-
I'm not smart enough to figure that out. So I think since Wesley is here,
Science bros.
since Wesley and Moro
Begins.
are here, I'm gonna take out a tiny figure of a fox and I just give it to you, Wesley. Here you go. You can hold it, and it will make you super smart.
Okay.
And I
Thank you
cast
very much.
enhance ability, and I give you the
Oh.
fox cunning.
Nice.
You have advantage on intelligence checks.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, how can
Great.
we help the two of you? We got your backs and your fronts and your sides.
We're in a lab. Are there a good number of books around?
Yeah.
The best thing I think you three can do is scouring the shelves to see if there's anything on ghosts, ectoplasm, general undead things, or perhaps maybe spiritual knowledge on these shelves, while Moro and I tried our best to discern wherever this comes from.
Also, if any of you are making, let me see, Arcana, History, or Investigation checks in your pursuits, I
Yep.
can help you
Okay.
with
Okay.
a bit of a scratch, or is it beat match? It's beat match, yeah. And can bestow my bonus to those skills and stuff to you.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm trying to find it specifically, but yeah. Anyway, so you're gonna send the Tower of Chaos to look through the books.
Mm-hmm.
That should go swimmingly.
It'll go perfectly. Wesley has
Absolutely.
every confidence
Yeah.
in his friends.
Absolutely.
So what
Mora
does
will
the-
definitely QC before it gets to the lab table, of course.
So what happens when the Tower of Chaos goes over to the stack of books? I'm curious.
Okay. We need to find books on ghosts, undead, or people who like to impersonate moms. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, split. And Delphine's just going to go off in a
Wait.
direction
Wait,
and
what?
just start reading the spines. And I don't think it's actually going to help,
Maybe.
but Zilphine thinks it's going to help. She's going to cast her her arcane eye.
Hell yeah.
Because we're in a lichy place, and it wouldn't surprise me if there's like invisible stuff, or maybe there's like magical things. So she's gonna use the eye because she can like send it up to 30 feet in any direction. So if there are books that are too high on shelves that she can't even really reach without doing jumping things, send the eye up there, so that there's
Ah.
no climbing involved.
That's good. That's good. That's smart. Wow. I'm impressed.
I mean, I have a very high intelligence. I'm just not interested in using it all the time.
it's fair. It's totally fair. I get it. I totally get that.
Neurodivergence.
I am that.
Wow, that hurt.
In a nutshell.
I'm way more charismatic than I am anything else. And who needs to be smart when you can be
Who needs
me?
the rest of that stuff? Yeah, exactly.
What about Hugo and Azola?
Go first. That's all.
My cat's trying to cough up a hairball right now.
I'm a
so-
barbarian. Azola's gonna just start grabbing books and turn them upside down and shaking them. Any secrets coming out? No secrets in that one. How about this one?
Throw over the
No
shoulder.
secrets in that one. I got more notebooks. I keep doing this.
Okay.
Not surprised at all.
Well-
There's a cinema roll in one of them.
I would say that like
One of them's
the
got something to fall
third
out.
book you grab, something definitely comes out of it.
Props. We love
I
props in this
love
house.
that you always got props.
Who says it's the lowest form of comedy?
I am only impressed by you and your props.
Right?
I give props to your props.
Yes.
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 Double props.
Okay, and Hugo.
Oh boy, there's a lot of books here. Oh, this one looks pretty creepy. And he just starts reading a book on the Shadowfell.
Ooh.
Yes. It feels like a place you really want to visit.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It really does.
It really does.
Duval's like, no, and I'm like, yes.
If he starts speaking
Moral.
out loud in Latin, we stop him, right?
Yep, that's
Yes.
it. He's got to go.
We stop it at the Latin.
Spiritus Sancti, amen. Oh no, my Catholicism is showing.
Oh,
Please continue.
no.
Listen, the Latin's okay. It's only when it's Latin and you're chanting. It's the two
Yeah.
together. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But Latin itself is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Not when it's in an old book like that.
Shadowfell. Yep, that's my turn.
Roll initiative for books.
Right.
I would like
Is
to
this still a
cast
battle?
Dominate Book.
Yo!
So, now science bros, what are you doing?
First thing Wesley's gonna do is scoop out the contents of Mom and get it, just put it somewhere where he can like study pieces of its properties, like how easily does it catch fire? Where does it seem like it can come from? Does it hold cold? Is it resistant to shock? What's going on with this ooze?
Do you ever touch it?
Nope.
Okay.
That is the least scientific thing Wesley could probably do, and therefore not possible.
Yarp.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Which is also why it's important that the three of us chaos people went a different direction and are not standing
I
there.
was like, I
Correct,
wanna touch it.
no.
Now I want to touch it. What's the
Yeah, make a Constitution saving throw.
Right,
I
right.
got good. We're good.
Yeah, you're a barbarian. Of course you do.
So, and what, Mora, what are you doing?
Morrow has a couple steps in a plan currently happening. The first is to cast Detect Magic on the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
The second is to look around the lab and see if there are any plants. And the third is to attempt to eventually, if there is still a lot of chaos happening, guide the chaos crew, the Triforce of Chaos, specifically around nature and tied to ectoplasm.
Huh.
And he will share this telepathically. So yeah, that and in that order of operation.
Okay. So let's see. Let's start. That's right. Let's look that up. Wesley, let's do some. Let's do a few checks here. Okay.
Okay.
I would love to see. We'll start with an Arcana check, and DJ Bebop can give you a +5 to that.
Okay. Let's see. Arcana. I'm also going to use my Flash of Genius
Mm-hmm.
and add 5 to the roll for myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So that's boop 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 a doop. Math is hard. 24.
Okay. Then let's go to investigation,
Okay.
which Bebop will also give you +5 to that.
We got advantage on that.
Yes, you have advantage
Okay.
Foxy.
because of the
Well,
fox.
and intelligence.
Very nice. I rolled a 1 and a 17.
Nice.
So an investigation, you said?
Yep.
32.
Okay. Now I'd like you to do a medicine check.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Fortunately, there's no help from Bebop there.
That's fine. 22.
I'm assuming I'm. Oh, never mind.
Okay. So we got bump, bump, bump. Excellent, excellent. Moro, as you cast your detect magic, the ectoplasm, if you will, it radiates some very faint magic. It's more of like an echo of magic, really, if anything. An echo of the magic that caused it to be there. So what you're seeing are echoes of transmutation, conjuration, and evocation. But
Huh?
nothing necromantic. And there are definitely plants about, obviously. And for the hurting of the chaos, I would like you to make a persuasion roll.
Oh boy, I'm not good at this.
But DJ Bebop is, and will give you a +10.
Hot diggity damn. And as a note, Moro is moving with a ferocity that that none of you have ever seen before. Checking spell book, closing it, moving around. He seems to be muttering to any plants. And just as a note, he's asking the plants, because furbolgs have the ability to communicate with beasts and vegetation and plants, around if they could tell me or communicate with me if they've experienced or seen anything like this before, whether it's positive or negative. Yeah.
Isn't that a thing that like you can communicate to them, but they can't really communicate back?
Right. But what's weird is it gives me like advantage on charisma checks to influence them. So it's weird.
That's cool.
That said, since you're within 30 feet of me, I'm also going to give you a +5 of my Flash of Genius, Mora.
Nice.
For your
Fuck
check.
yeah. Oh shit.
So whatever
27.
that is, +15, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so 12 plus 15, so 28.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, the I don't okay. So yeah, the Tower of Chaos is listening, focused. They're
There's an odd tone as well. It is one of, because he's typically very like soft and up here, and it's like, try this one. Green one, binding is typically goldenrod or silver in color, and like it's orders. He's never done that before.
I would love either to use my passive or do an active insight roll to try to figure out, like, Zilphine will do whatever Moro says to do, absolutely, no questions, but there's always kind of a moment of, okay, is this just intent on helping Wesley? Is this something else going on? I don't know if you want me to roll anything. I don't know if it's obvious.
What's your passive insight?
21.
1? Yeah, you absolutely. You get it immediately. It's Wesley has helped him so much. It's time for him to return the favor and to do it as expeditiously as possible. It is pouring out of him.
Zilphine won't say anything, but just affably will do anything that Moro says to do. Wait, I got an eye. I can look over there. You said with the gold gilding and the yeah, I can look for that.
Yep. Starts with an O.
And everyone seems to be in sync.
And he'll share what he's learned so far with Wesley.
Okay. So all of this this isn't a ghost. This is definitely the work of a powerful magic user. Whether it's a trick or the real deal, that's still up in the air. But this isn't like this film and whatnot that you've found isn't like the residual from like a specter or something like that. It seems to be just like some kind of like magical side effect, you know, after effect or something. So either a powerful spellcaster is trying to impersonate your mother, or your birth mother is a powerful spellcaster and is still alive, are pretty much the two options here.
Conclusions.
Yeah.
The residue. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, speaking of the residue, we can utilize this to perhaps scry. I don't have it prepared today. I don't know if Sylphine does. Sorcerers probably don't, but I don't remember. But we can give that a shot tomorrow. At least for me. I don't know. We could actually utilize maybe something from the school, maybe to help with that. Your call.
I'd be very interested.
He just smiles at you.
As the Litchfield shows up.
That was awful, but thank you.
Hi. Are you finding
Excellent
what you're
timing,
looking
first
for?
officer.
Did you overhear all of that?
Yes.
Well, I suppose we are in your lab, and there is some level of supervision that I assume should be assumed.
Yes. Ah, there. And this spherical globe kind of hovers down from one of the top shelves, places it down in front of Wesley. You want to scry?
Yes.
Now, picture the person in your mind. Now, everyone here saw this person, right? I need all of you to picture that person in your mind.
As
Does this
Zilfin
help?
does. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, same time again.
Yeah.
He's just pointing out the residue. Like, does this help?
Yes. Wow. And as you all start to picture that white tabaxi in your mind, you can kind of see the smile that perked up on her face when she looked at Wesley. The voice. Inside the globe, as you look, Wes, there she is. She's looking right at you. And And she smiles. Yeah. You found me. Now who am I?
Mother?
Good, good, good. I thought you'd forget me.
Frankly, it'd be easy. I wasn't even a year old.
I know, baby. I know. But look how you turned out. I think I did the right thing.
I concur.
Now, you're after something. You're stalking something. You're planning something.
All very strong words.
You're going after a dragon.
How do you know that?
I know. I know.
We can all see and hear this, right?
Yep.
I need an insight check on
I
that.
do too.
I
I've been sitting on
absolutely-
it for 5 minutes. Please.
That specific moment is when Zilphine cocks her head just a little tiny bit and wants to read.
Yeah, Mara's been there the whole time.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 28.
Nice.
You did way better than me. 13.
30, 20.
Nice.
Hey.
There's definitely some confidence in that. They don't speak like this person is speaking from like firsthand knowledge.
Do I get the sense this is someone who is... To put it bluntly, Zilphine thinks this is the dragon, or someone related to the dragon, who is using the knowledge of what we're all trying to do and fishing for information. Considering we know that we've had encounters with creatures like this before that have fooled our senses.
Yeah. You might be onto something, but you don't think that this is the dragon specifically, but whoever this is, probably is connected in some way. But is very convincing in their in how they're like speaking with Wesley It's if this isn't his mother, like, then it's literally like the most well-trained psychopath in the world.
So, Zilphie knows a thing or two about speaking with authority to hide what she really is thinking or saying.
Yeah.
Am I getting that this is not necessarily lying, not necessarily obscuring the truth, but using that force of personality and that speaking with the assumption of authority to get people to stop asking questions and just agree?
Sounds about right.
Wesley, I don't think you actually get anything directly from Zilphie, and I don't think she says anything. I don't think there's words through the mental connection, but you feel the fur on the back of Zilphine's neck stand up straight as she recognizes a tactic.
With that knowledge, and with Wesley already pretty wary of the entire situation, Wesley is going to at 4th level cast Intellect Fortress at himself and Moro.
Okay.
Since he knows Moro is definitely going to run in there with him if that happens. But let me see. Hold on. Where is my stuff?
Yeah, if you get Morrow, I'll get the rest of us.
Just fine. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. 3rd.
Yeah. And to this mom, probably maybe not mom. Wesley says, this has all been kept incredibly quiet. What do you know? And don't say enough. That is not helpful.
Bossy.
With all due respect, you may be my birth mother, but you did not raise me.
Ain't that the truth? What do you think I'm going to tell you right now?
What I would like to hear.
You're smart. Yeah. I mean, I probably should just tell you what you want to hear. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to warn you, honey. You go after that dragon, there won't be a multiverse left. That's not your focus.
How would you know?
I've been here the whole time, honey.
And yet now is when you approach me.
I
Your
didn't
son.
approach you. You approached me.
You've been hiding in the shadows from your son. Are you really my mother? Or are you just some shadow? Because if this is some cruel trick taken on by being embodying my dead mother's spirit. That's a line crossed. And y'all, everybody in the room feels in the room and hears a low rumbling growl from Wesley, like lion's growl.
Moro's blade song in response to that blares with the familiar blue-green energy.
And I think that's the moment that Zilphine reaches out and touches Hugo and Azola and casts an Elect Fortress on the three of us.
If we get to do a thing, my axe all of a sudden catches on fire.
Yeah. Why would somebody impersonate this bitch? No, honey. I'm your mother. I'm here to warn you. Stay in your lane.
I have a question. As like we're the scry is like zoned in to this creature, whatever it is there anything on the outline? Any sense of where they are?
Yes. Yeah, no. This is where we end the episode.
Ah!
I was sitting on it too. I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were
No.
gonna do it.
No,
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you.
You at least need to
You've
know
done-
where it is.
You've done that. You've totally done
I
that
know.
before.
No,
So-
actually, yeah, the location of this person that you're talking to through the crystal ball. Castle Fid.
What?
The dragon's castle.
Oh.
If Wesley has a moment to respond, he says, I never learned your name. May I have it?
No. Names, honey. Names
Something I
have
may call
power.
you. Well, something I may call you, other than mother, because that is not what you are to me.
You can call me Alora.
Very well, Alora. With the least amount of respect I can muster, you have no power or sway over what I do. Facing this dragon, with my friends, is the path I've chosen. So long as that is a path I have chosen, I believe that is my lane. For all intents and purposes. I forge my own destiny. And this is the path I'm choosing. To stand beside my friends.
I thought you'd say that. Bye. And it goes black.
Moro will look at Wesley. Say the word, and we'll go. I bet I can teleport us there. This close. Hopefully.
She is ready, she is waiting, and she is powerful. We have a location. Let's pass our class. And kill 2 dragons with 1 stone.
Morrow. Your dragon's scared.
What makes you say that, Sylphie?
Well, let's ignore the fact of who this person is. Because what I'm about to talk about doesn't matter. Because either this person really cares about you and came to warn you, or is doing it on behalf of the dragon. I think it's the latter. But even if it's the former, no one who is so self-assured cares what the other person thinks. If the dragon wasn't scared, why would they try to scare you off?
If she supported me, she would support me fighting this thing. Sure, my family will be a little upset to hear that I'm going to be facing world-eating entity.
That's true, but this is your birth mother, and the first thing she wants to talk to you about is the dragon and the things that you're doing, and not, hey, how you doing? What have you been up to? I came to find you. How are your classes? How is the rest of your family? Any of the stuff that someone who really cared, whether it's your mom or not, would be asking.
Absolutely. We're of one mind there, Zilphine, absolutely. I bear no ties to her. She may be blood, but as as the mothers who raised me say, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Friends are more, well, just as if not more important. That is simply not my mother. That is not the person who left me at a doorstep for a better life. That is someone in her clothes.
That was someone using all of their power to try to scare you away, when really, they're scared. They're terrified. I know that feeling.
They have
From
every
the
reason
back.
to be.
From the back, you just hear, "It better be scared."
They have every reason to be. Have you seen us? Look at Azola. Her axe is on fire.
Oh, could you put that out?
No.
Wow. So, how do you feel, Wesley?
That's a lot to struggle with currently. I'm not angry often. This is not an emotion that I usually let take over or consume me, and yet it's all I can think to feel at the moment.
Seems natural. Seems normal. For an unnormal situation, but still.
I know this feeling as well.
The audacity of someone who barely even knows me trying to tell me what to do and where to go is infuriating. And his voice deepens again into that low growl.
No, it's absolutely okay to just feel angry. You can feel your feelings.
It clouds the mind. I will work out these feelings. Thankfully, our exam is one of the body.
Also,
Fine.
there's 5 of us. So if at any point one of us is all up in our emotions and not thinking clearly, there's 4 of us to be around to think way more clearly. Not
know a
me.
lot about
Not
that,
me. You
too.
don't really want me thinking. I mean, it's not me. I'm thinking Moro. I'm thinking the two of you, and then we like support the two of you. Although Hugo and Azola are pretty insightful as well. That kind of
I
thing.
don't know,
No.
Please don't
Sophie.
make me think of things.
Mm-hmm.
Too late. Too late. You're thinking of things. You're thinking about your axe, aren't you? Yeah.
And
Oh.
Azola has this like completely blank moment where nothing goes through her head, and like if you there's like a static sound, and it's like Azola's now, I can't think.
And with that, that's where we end the episode.
There you go.
Wait, hang on.
Oh.
Before we end the episode,
Yeah.
Oh no.
from the back, you just hear, "Alas, it worked. Hello," and you can end the episode there.
Wait, what worked?
It worked.
Of course.
Yeah,
No,
we can.
Oh, that's fucked up. Y'all are fucked up.
What
Y'all,
worked?
both of you are fucked up. I don't like this. I don't like this at
All
all.
right.
I would like
Hell-
to rage.
We
hell
got out
yeah.
of a cliffhanger to get back into the
Yeah,
cliffhanger.
Jorge,
All right.
bring it. I love it. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. All right, thank you for joining us, folks, for episode 10 of Arkenholdt University. Just got a couple here
Oh my God,
left.
there's only 2. Fuck.
So in 2 weeks we'll have our penultimate episode, and at the
Mhm.
end of that episode, we will be announcing a very special guest that will be joining us for our final episode. All right.
Yeah.
And that final guest will play a great role, and it'll be announced at the end of next episode. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really exciting shit. I am so stoked about what we're doing here. And,
too.
We'll find out. Let's see. We'll find out what's up with Hugo, right? We might get to that like final exam battle.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe the final exam battle is fighting the mom.
Maybe final exam is fighting Hugo because we are the lichest fucking thing, and
Doing secret shit
I'm
from the
excited.
back.
No, it's Litchy stuff. It's all good. What could go wrong?
I'm
Hugo,
on
are
to
you,
you, Jorge. I'm
Hugo,
on
are
to
you doing litchy stuff without me?
I'm glad I didn't turn that flame axe off.
So, we're gonna say goodbye. Let's have everyone do their outs and stuff. So let's start with April. April, tell the folks at home where they can find you on the internet. What you're up to.
Hi, I'm April. You can find me at April Raygun. I do a bunch of stuff. It's just easier to follow me because I'll ramble a bunch. So yeah, follow me and all these people.
Yeah. But especially April. April, you're awesome. Love you so much. Jorge.
It's me, RoboGoblin, and you can find me at my channel in 30 minutes for opening
Thank you.
packs and doing Lord of the Rings stuff. And it's early access, so if you want to drop in there. And I'm just gonna say, you left Hugo reading a book in a leech's lair. So
Yeah, it's our fault. Yep, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is great. This is great.
Yay.
Can't wait to see
Wesley
what Bro
said
Hamet's gonna think.
Phylactery
I gave you
fun.
orders. Orders, Hugo. Orders.
Well, what we've learned from Wesley is that the way to get anyone to do something is to tell them that they shouldn't do something. Because apparently that's the best way for any of us to be like, oh, really?
Wesley party dad, let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Let me eat the
Thank
goo.
you, Jorge. All right, Jake.
Oh my God,
Father,
everybody!
I require goo.
This has been the Epithet. Father, I require. That's a shirt. This has been the Epithet. Thank you so much as always for being here. We'll be back here for Arkenholdt University in 2 weeks. Back here on the Epithet on Monday. For Happy Juneteenth, we're going to be raising some monies for the National Black Trans Advocacy Coalition, playing some Final Fantasy V, doing some random shenanigans with that. So come back and check that out. In the meanwhile, in the between while, going to be hanging out on the Gamer Shares channel doing some charity streaming on Friday night at 8 p.m. over there. And then Saturday, Ampistrano with April and Robo at 3 o'clock over Eastern on D&D Jordan Lee's channel. And then right after that, heading over to the YouTubes to hang out with the OKSDM and play a sequel to a charity game that we did about a few months ago. Raise enough money to incentivize us playing together a year later. There'll be a cookout. I'm sure it'll be fun. 1 year later. And of course, Duval and Dragons. No, maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. It's gonna be ridiculous. Actually, we might be here on Sunday, depending on what happens. Otherwise, I will continue to mourn the loss of my favorite NPC ever. Thanks, Jess/Maddie, in a way. And that's it. Long story longer.
Okay. Boo-hoo.
Other stuff, but you know.
Thank you, Jake. Love you.
Fuck you. Love you. Bye.
Jess.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals and buttholes. It's me. I'm Jess from Freckle Sketches Everywhere. I'm your resident fantasy cartographer. I use she, they pronouns. And you can mostly find me on all of my socials at Freckle Sketches. I'm mostly on Twitter. I'm less so on Twitch because I'm knee-deep in summer work. It's a lot of stuff. But if you want to follow about what I'm doing, my link tree is in the chat. Follow all these lovely people. My commissions are open. If you want maps made, I make maps. Thank you so much for being here for Wesley's turn for trauma.
Yay! Thank
Yay!
you.
Trauma knives.
Lauren.
Yay.
Trauma knives.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on most of the socials as Obo Lauren. You can find me on Tuesday nights playing Neb on Children of Erte with a whole bunch of awesome people because I like to play D&D with awesome people like all the people on here. But you should definitely watch that because Neb is just as much of a chaos monkey but doesn't have nearly as much AC. So she dies a lot.
Nice.
That's fun. Also, every other Monday, my podcast comes out, Distinguished Adventures, where we've just started Campaign 2, set in the Radiant Citadel. You should definitely listen, because there's some of my best friends ever that I've been playing D&D with for 6 years now, and have been friends with for about a dozen years, and so we're ridiculous and have fun. Thank you, bye.
Awesome, thank you. Lauren. All right, and I'm Maddie, aka So Many Games. You see him pronounced, and you know, I run this game and a lot of games. I like to do a lot of Dragonlance stuff, and I also own So Nerdware, and it's Pride Month, and I've made a lot of Pride merch. I am queer as fuck, and I have no apologies for it. So, you know, check it out. If you use the code PRIDE on any of the Pride merch that I've designed over at the shop, you get 15% off all month long. So go check it out. That's sonerdware.com. And yeah, and then of course on my channel we do lots of stuff. Jake's there a lot, Jess is there a lot. And we have Helping Heart Hands on the 30th of June. Lauren will be there hanging out for an all Bardlocks game. Oops, all Bardlocks. And I'm really excited for that. So check it out. And that's it. So, who are we rating, Jake?
Great question, Maddie. We are going to raid the dungeon run. And because I haven't been over there in a really long time, and the lovely Morgan Peter Brown was a guest in Ulia 5e Redwall story, which you can find on YouTube, by the way, if you are interested. You should watch it because it's really good.
Yeah.
We do love Morgan. Morgan was amazing. Amazing in that game. But before we do that, man, we've got to remind the folks at home of some of these wonderful truths that we have to remind you.
The truth.
Which is the fact that Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
Trans rights are motherfucking human rights.
Yep.
Stop AAPI hate.
Mhm.
Stand up the Jewish hate.
Yep.
If you don't have a uterus, you just get to tell people with uteruses what to do with theirs. Mind your goddamn business. Speaking of staying in your motherfucking lane, by the way.
That's right.
Climate change is real. Read a motherfucking book. And when you have the opportunity to, which should be every day, choose love. Because sometimes it's all you can do. And watch out for your spoons, because them shits seem to run away from you sometimes. So make sure to take care of yourself. Give yourself a hug. We out of here.
Buttholes.
Buddy buttholes.
Buttholes.
The whole butt.